Call in a vision. Create a vision. You are a creator. What does that vision look like for you? Welcome to Activations with JJ 2025 Annual Energy Update. I am so thrilled to have each and every one of you here. Take a deep breath, settle in. This is going to be an amazing episode and very different than what you are used to. As I was tuning in to the energy themes for not just the month of January, but for the entire year, it occurred to me that I needed to present them to you in a way that was unlike any other energy update I've ever done before. I felt that instead of giving you a completed puzzle, I would be providing for you puzzle pieces that I would invite you and myself to be working with throughout this year. And so in order to do that, I feel like this will be done in a little bit more of a guided psychic journey style. So as you prepare to receive, I'm going to bring in this music and also encourage you to make yourself comfortable, allow yourself to come into a state of relaxation. You might want to listen to this twice, once while simply laying down, and a second time while journaling. As we begin, I'd like to call in our guides and higher selves, our Earth's ancestors and our star ancestors, angels, star families, and any and all beings who have a desire to assist us through this ascension process, honoring our sovereignty. I'd like to invite you to become as present as possible in your physical body. And if you feel a little bit scattered, depending on what time of day you're listening to this, you may want to pause and take a couple of deep breaths, calling all of those parts of you back so that you can fully receive in the most aligned way possible. I feel drawn to invite specifically the ancient trees, their presence spreading across the planet, and feeling their energy as wisdom keepers and record keepers for Gaia, desiring to support us. Welcome, thank you. I'd like to call forward all of the dragon template keepers across time, space, dimensions, realities, who have a role to play or a contract with the planetary ascension process we are in the midst of, I should say. These dragon beings can be known by the name of Seraphim. Taking a deep breath, and allowing yourself to bring forward any light language that wants to come through. You might even just copy some of mine. Placing one hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. We'll be taking a tour, as it were, through the themes of 2025. As we do, I will leave some of the things open-ended so that you can visualize and receive the details that you need that will apply to your personal situation. In addition to that, you will also receive other information through your channel, not through my words. And I encourage you to record that in some way, shape, or form, or set the intention to simply remember it so that you can retrieve it later. And the amount of information that you receive, the amount of topics or themes that come into your own channel may be equal to or exceed the amount of themes that I'm bringing forward. So I want you to take a moment to honor that. As we take this journey, we call in a field of quantum flow or a field of 0 point energy, whichever is most comfortable for our physical bodies. We call in the fairies and water elementals to support our physical fields. They're inviting us to loosen up a little bit, shake out any energy, any tension in the shoulders, neck, and back. And even add in a little bit of hand light language if that wants to come through. Just moving those fingers, moving those hands. This will feel somewhat in between an informational and ceremonial experience. And so we are going to pass through a threshold, through a portal, as we take a tour of the themes for 2025. So stepping through a beautiful portal of light and landing on the other side and feeling a lot of blue energy coming through. And the Pleiadians are there to assist us with further calibration. As long as we are willing to receive, just give your consent. I also feel the Lyrans, our Lyran ancestors, and our Andromedan families. Welcome, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so grateful for your presence here. Our first theme to your left represents the energy of self-sufficiency and sovereignty. And rather than simply knowing the theme, I'd like you to take a moment and feel the theme. How does it feel in your body? Self-trust, self-confidence, having independence from external authorities, being completely self-resourced so that you can show up wherever it might be, wherever you are called, fully prepared. What color is this theme? Are there any specific guides connected to this theme that are coming forward to support you? Are there any ancestral programs that are ready to be brought to completion, that are preventing you from fully feeling self-sufficient, from being able to trust yourself completely. If there is, you can call them forward, announce, pronounce, and declare those contracts complete. And finally, calling into your mind's eye a vision of you in a moment, in an energy, in a field of sovereignty and self-sufficiency. And this vision might come through a different way than your regular physical vision. It becomes almost a sentience. Take a deep breath, allow yourself to connect. And then we gently transition, bringing that theme to completion, moving forward and to the right on this little tour. The Pleiadians guiding us, the Lyrans. I also feel the dragons there. The Seraphim, they're just gently leading us here. I'm feeling a lot of fire element. Like a bonfire, people are gathered around it. Feels very ancestral. And this one is the theme of community, co-creation, collaboration. There are many ways to say it, to express it. It's funny, isn't it? Interdependence, coming right after the theme of independence. I had to have a little laugh about it. And I also had to check in twice with my guides because I said, wait, what? They said, remember paradox. When we all show up in community from a place of being self-resourced, that co-creation becomes something so incredible, so magical, something we couldn't even dream about. It is the way to make the change we seek. And this theme of community, co-creation, collaboration requires that we reconcile ourselves with humanity. Requires that the human family repair the wounds of separation. With the earth grandmothers and the star grandmothers leading the way, the weavers. We are weaving together in harmony again. And sometimes it may not be perfect, but we are being reminded not to give up. Don't give up on community, especially when and if possible, communing in person. What does that look like for you this coming year? Call in a vision. Create a vision. You are a creator. What does that vision look like for you? Bringing that part of the tour to completion. Taking a deep breath, and now we move forward again, straight down the middle. Not to the right, not to the left. Straight in front of us is a brilliant light. Many seraphim dragons and other beings of light awaiting to take us through yet another portal, a second portal, a very intricate stargate of sorts, looking like sacred geometry. We are being invited to use our light language as a key to open this particular stargate so that we can step through. So adding your sounds to mine. Trust yourself. Just let it flow. Yes, yes. We step through. On the other side, we have a set of beings that are familiar to our distant memories. They feel similar to archangels, but they are a little bit different. New, but old. And I will let you determine who they are. I will let you tune in to the way that they would like to be identified, their names. Their contract with the human collective has just been restored. And in this place, we will find templates of ascension. We will open, as we have, by the keys that we hold, this library of templates. We will reclaim the templates that rightfully belong to Gaia and the human collective, and we will restore them on the planet once more. Open, reclaim, restore. Say it with me. Open, reclaim, restore. Mianakatosh narkat uitina karkosh at naktko adinaktastok diarak an arakok uyanakateki uishund aktoyana so yana. You are worthy to be here. You are ready to be here. It is time. We can celebrate the initiation of this restoration. we can feel the cells of our body responding in such a powerful way. And we stand in gratitude for this moment, for this remembrance, for this reconnection of our mission, of our soul purpose. We breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, now I remember. We have a sudden moment of intense clarity, but not consciously, not in the mind, in the body, in the DNA, in the cells, in the quantum. This is not a mental clarity. We are now realizing that we have been seeking mental clarity when we weren't really needing mental clarity. We were needing this level of clarity, soul clarity, quantum clarity. It's different, isn't it? It's crystalline. It's so blissful. And here we are. And we are reminded in this place of the main templates coming forward this year. The templates of divine union, paving the way for the templates of the divine family, the Trinity. Both within and without. There are those who will anchor the templates within. There are those who will anchor the templates without. Everyone is doing their part. Do not judge how someone else is fulfilling their soul purpose. That is not your job. Your soul purpose, your path is going to be different than everyone else's. You are unique. Your path is unique. Honor your unique frequency. Honor the templates you are called to anchor and how you are called to anchor them, whether within or without the templates of divine union, the templates of divine family. And building upon those templates, we now hold space for the templates of reconciliation and the templates of peace. Brotherhood and sisterhood, the healing of the wounding of the human family, the healing of the wounding of the galactic families. The key to rapid transformation, the key to the quantum leap, which is being fueled, supported, seeded, propelled by our beautiful solar partners, our sun, the great central sun, the great great central sun. The key lies in the templates, the blueprints. You can move the pieces around on a blueprint until you're blue in the face. But the change will not be permanent until you change out the blueprint. It will not be lasting until you switch the template. We have reclaimed our power to a degree. We have shifted our frequency to a level that allows us access to the templates of ascension. Why walk when we can now run? Why run when we can now fly? This message is not in linear time applicable to every single human being on the planet. But if you are hearing this message, it does apply to you. Please receive it. We offer it with gratitude and humility. We offer it with great love. As your collective higher selves, as your guides, as any and all who are invested in the evolution of the planet which you call Gaia. We stand as witnesses. We are here as a support team at your beck and call, ready and willing to step forward, ready and willing to assist you. Ready and willing to make miracles happen. Yana atukoshianai. Yanak aktokoshianai. Yana akte koshianai. Kyasai kokoyan. This is JJ. Take a deep breath. Move your body a little bit. Our tour is coming to completion, but before it does, I would like you to take home a souvenir from this library of templates. Find something, feel something. You have permission. You put it there for yourself. Stepping back through that portal and sealing it up until you return again. You have the keys necessary to open. With gratitude, and reverence and honor for this moment, for this experience of being able to dip our toes in the water of the themes for 2025. We make our way back with the Lyrans, the Pleiadians. Come back through that portal, the first one, and take some deep breaths as we anchor back into our bodies, gently releasing the journey. Yeah, I told you that was going to be different. A little different than a normal energy update. Thank you for accompanying me on that beautiful tour. Again, those are the 3 themes coming forward for 2025: self-sufficiency and sovereignty, co-creation, community, and collaboration. And finally, templates, ascension templates, and specifically the templates of divine union, divine family, the templates of reconciliation, and the templates of peace. You will see those themes woven throughout everything I do this year in ways obvious and sometimes not so obvious, but they are there. And it is my desire to assist you in any way I possibly can. I will share with you as we close out today that I'll be diving into the themes of 2025 in a deeper way during our monthly live energy update, which takes place on the first Sunday of every month. And of course, this one, January 5th, which will be open to the general public. So if you're not yet a member of the community, you can join it. Although I will tell you, it's actually $33 to join the individual meeting and $44 a month for the community. So it's absolutely more cost effective to get access to 3 gatherings a month and then some resources and additional tools for you for $44 a month than it is to just come once. But I open it because I know some of you just want to do, the one-time event, and maybe that's just not your path to be part of the community. But I do want to give as many people access to it as who would desire to come. And there are a couple other themes, I will call them micro themes, that I want to finish up with today that are standing out for me. And this is kind of, I guess you could call this like action items, homework-y type stuff, although I usually say home play. And these are the themes of creativity and art is what came forward. So the idea is that this is a tool to support you through this year. And so we're being encouraged to develop an artistic form, an artistic outlet for ourselves. It could be sewing, knitting, painting, playing the piano, or dancing, anything that you can think of. Maybe you used to do art and you stopped doing it, but we are being invited to really lean into forms of art that we can express ourselves through. I will tell you that an interesting piece of information came in with that one, and that was to do it in groups. So setting up opportunities where people can go into a space and all create together. There is a synergy there, and I'm sure some of you have felt that before, that there's something to that while we're all creating in one moment in person, because as you heard them say, being in person is very, very important. And the second thing is light language. The tool, the technology, I've talked about it over and over and over again. Light language as new codexes are open to us. The templates that they're talking about require activation through various forms of light language, including but not limited to spoken light language, written light language, even hands light language. And so, and then there's other kinds of light language, and that has to do with your creativity, right? Because a lot of times when people are doing art, they're channeling essentially frequencies, light codes, however you want to see it. So those two tools, the artistic outlets, creative outlets, as well as light language, are going to be essential for us as we work with these templates. Now again, I have given you a lot of puzzle pieces. I've given you like little clues in this treasure hunt today. And I'm excited for what's coming forward this month as well, specifically in our community, because we do have the 4 gatherings a month. The last gathering of the month is free. That is our Starseed Connection Circle. You can come to that. You can sign up through the link below. Anybody and everybody is welcome. That's a great big family reunion for Starseeds. That's what I like to call it. But I did want to share with you, in case you're curious, of how we'll be addressing specific themes related to the 2025 themes in our Starseed community gatherings. They take place every Sunday at 1:11 p.m. Pacific, and they're 75 minutes. The first Sunday of the month, this self-resourced, self-sufficient, sovereign theme is going to come through because our monthly energy update has a special focus on our individual journeys. But I will also open to a Q&A for that one. During our light language circle, it's incredible. People of all levels of skill come into that, And you can come practice light language. You can come exchange light language in small groups. You can come and just receive light language because we have breakout rooms for that. But here's what themes are coming in, because again, I just said this codex thing, templates of divine union and divine family and templates of reconciliation. We will be focusing our light codes specifically on downloading and receiving those, I guess you could say the building blocks of those templates. And this is something, again, we're weaving co-creation into everything. Interesting for the planetary and galactic grid work gathering that we do, which is going to take place the third Sunday of every month. It used to be just planetary grid work, but I've shifted it now. It's kind of expanding into galactic grid work, especially ever since my Orion lineage reconciliation project. And I have a Lyran lineage reconciliation project coming up at the end of January. And Lyran reconciliation and Lyran stargates are coming to the forefront for our planetary and galactic grid work gathering that we're doing that third Sunday of the month. Now, if you attend our Starseed Connection Circle, I've tuned in to the topic for that, and it feels like we'll be really working with the energies of reconciling with humanity, working with brother and sister wounding, human family separation. All of those topics are coming forward, paving the way for more expanded co-creation, collaboration, trust in each other. If we don't trust each other, we cannot undergo planetary ascension. It's a collective ascension process. So there have to be these weaving together. We need to weave together. We need to be able to weave together. We need to feel safe to weave together. And one thing I want you to remember is I know sometimes that it can be intimidating when we look at the tasks at hand. I was just scrolling through Instagram the other day, and this person had kind of a depressing post, and I'm not saying it wasn't realistic, but it was really focusing on all the work that we have to do. And listen, it comes step by step. It comes step by step. We are standing on the shoulders of people that came before us, and without them, we wouldn't be here. And the future generations are going to be standing on our shoulders. So we just keep moving forward. Our commitment, our dedication is what's required right now in order for us to fully take advantage of these new templates that are available. They're not new, but it's a new access we have to them. I'll call it a renewed access. And those words, I'm actually going to end with these words: open, reclaim, and restore. Open, reclaim, and restore. Some of you who watched my reel a few days ago, where I was on my whiteboard and I was writing down some of the themes you heard here, those came through completely channeled in the moment when I was drawing on the board and videoing that. And they came through on top of a bunch of light codes, which was really, really interesting. Open, reclaim, and restore. So let's anchor that into our awareness as well as we grab all the puzzle pieces we need. I want you to take a deep breath. I want to remind you that you're worthy, that I am sending you so much love. I have so many exciting events coming up for 2025, and I'm actually choosing not to detail all about them here in this podcast today. If you want to find out more, you can subscribe to my emails. I'll be rolling out information in the emails. It'll be on my website, and I'll be sharing it on my Instagram. But for now, I feel we just need to take a moment of pause and stillness, gratitude, feeling the love of this co-creation amongst anyone who will ever listen to this and who is listening to this. And remind you that I am you, and you are me, and we are we. Here's to an incredible, powerful, and miraculous 2025. Until next time.